I was so upset yesterday that I never actually managed to push out a good quality video. So I'm gonna run you through another post that I'm currently doing today and really give you an in-depth tutorial on exactly how you can do the same. So I just want to go over my actual thought process of behind how I write content. So as you can see, I've highlighted this document here. So this is the actual keyword that I'm going for. So that's nicely highlighted. I don't focus on actually stuffing it inside of this at the moment. So I use Google Docs mainly because it saves on every single letter that I press there, so you can see that, and you never lose any work. You don't want to do it over on WordPress itself because you may potentially lose all of your work, and there's nothing worse than actually writing all day only to find out that everything you have done is gone. And whenever you try and get it the right way again, it simply, feels like it's just gone and it's not the same. So what I actually do, you can see here I've got a few hyperlinks and whatever else. Now, I don't actually link to anything real inside of this. So I might highlight something and be like, oh, that's going to be a hyperlink. Now you can do a short key, which is Command K on a Mac or Control K on a Windows. And it gives you this option. I'll just click any random thing and then just kind of set it like that. So it's not a real hyperlink. All it is it lets me know that I'm going to be linking out. Now, I don't even follow with or bother with actual spell checking at the moment, because if you do that, you get stuck and held up at different points. So what I do is, if I'm going for the amount of words 2,300, now how I actually know that number is because of my keyword research tool. So what I'm going to do is take you over to the tool that I use, and you'll be able to see exactly how I actually find out this information. So if we go over to this Content Assistant tab, it will basically tell me. So you can see there where I've already drummed it in. It actually tells me what amount of words I need to do based on the average word count of the top 10 ranking pages on Google's first page. So obviously, if you look at the top 10, it will basically gather all of the different words on each of the top ranking sites, and then it will figure out an average. So it's telling me, roughly about 2,315 words is average what is ranking there. So I know I need to come with that amount of content if I want to even be considered to be placed in that position at the top. Okay, and the other thing that's really interesting about this is it also gives me obviously the cost per click, so I can see how much buyer intention there is around this keyword, which is always really interesting, because you want to know that, if it's something informational, that people will be coming for info, and if it's something that you're trying to sell, then you obviously want to know that there's buyers on the other end of that. Okay, and when you also paste in your content, this will give you an idea at the end of how much of the must keywords that you've included. So these are the words that are all related to the specific keyword you're trying to target, and it will basically tell you on what ones you need to include. So all of the first page results have these words, and this is congruent throughout all of them. So it's found all these words throughout a majority of the top ranking sites, and it's telling you to include them. So I don't really bother with this. I do this at the end. So I'll write my stuff. I don't focus on that, but at the end, I'll quickly just paste it into here, and it will give me an idea. So you can see must keywords 48. I've got 26. It's not the end of the world. Now, if I did find that there were a few things that I still wanted to include, then I might just add a few of them in, but it's, again, very subjective. And it also gives you questions that people are asking in the niche. So it will find that blog comments, Quora, all of different question sites like Yahoo and whatever else, and it will pull those questions that people are asking around that specific keyword. So you can use these as subheadings, so you know that you're answering specific queries that people are typing into Google or any other search engine at that, and you're able to answer them. So it allows you to potentially go for more than one keyword throughout one article. So if you were to use them in these different formats here, you can potentially answer them, and obviously that could be featured in a snippet, that could be, and Google's bot will just come in and crawl all of this information and potentially rank this for one query and rank this for a query, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you can see here that I've managed to get how many words I need. I've got those words that I might need to include at the end as well. And then obviously we've also got, all of the information on how many searches this keyword gets. So it's a very easy keyword to target. I love that in this tool. It allows me to find that. And if you don't know exactly, what this tool does, you can go check out one of my previous videos. It's based around this tool and an actual full review on it and how to use it. But just for the purpose of this video, so the way I go about everything, so once I've got all my subheadings, on this one, I just kind of, placed out my subheadings at the beginning. So you always want to do that first before you write any content. If you start writing content, then try to do another subheading, you're going to get lost each time. What should I name this? How should I start this new article and whatever else? When you're in the mode of creating titles, stick to it. And you may see that I don't even apart from opening this tab here, I don't even have any other tabs. And usually I have my notifications switched off. So I disable notifications during the time when I'm working, so I get work done. I'm actually working a bit late today. So that notification toggle option comes off at 5 o'clock. So I should have been done by now, but we had to go and do something for the baby today, so I'm running a bit late. But if we just look at this, what I actually did is I basically had all of my subheadings listed out. So I basically listed them all out. So I had 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I had 10 subheadings there, roughly. I think that's about 10. Okay, so 10 subheadings. Then all I need to do is basically divide that by 213.15, sorry, divided by 10, which will roughly give me about 230 words. Yeah, so basically what you would do now is, roughly you only need to put 230 words underneath each subheading, and you'll be writing your whole. Oh, look, see, so I've got subheadings here that I never even highlighted. So that was another one. Yeah, so the way I done it, I think I had a bit more than 10. Can't really see if I've bolded them all out. But just for the purpose of this video, what I actually did is once I worked it all out, I basically done 213 divided by how many subheadings there were, and it gave me roughly 150 words per subheading. So then I knew, okay, all I need to do is write about 150 words under each of these, which is next to nothing. I mean, this is probably about 150, I'd say, maybe. Let's have a look. 206, you see, so you don't even need that much. So we're talking about maybe about this is 150, 120, see, so not a lot of words, and that basically will meet the criteria. So 144 there, that's what we're talking about under each of these subheadings. So all you're doing after that is you're just filling in the blanks. So all I'm doing for each section is literally just coming to the subheading, going, why do golden retrievers shed so much? I've already done that work and figured out, what the topics are. Then I'm just coming underneath and filling in the blanks. And what it is it makes it so easy for you to actually solve these problems, because, for example, now this is a specific type of post as well, guys, because you get shareable content, which is usually like a listicle or a how-to guide, and then you get those big huge posts that you might use as a pillar post in that sense, where you're targeting a really competitive keyword and you need to outrank everyone, so you're doing 3,000-4,000 words plus. This is just kind of what we would call a response post. So this just basically answers questions, and this is really to establish myself on the search engines. So it's just to really show the search engines that I am about my stuff, I'm really a good site, and to really trust me in the future. So I focus purely on this at the beginning of building a site up. This is the first site that I'm building, so that's all I'm focused on at the moment is long tail easy keywords. So you can see this is a really nice easy keyword, and the competition on the tool, if I reopen that tab, you'll be able to see there's some easy sites to outrank on this keyword. So I've found a load of others. I'm giving you some real insight information here, but if I were to show you this tool and plug in the keyword, we'll just wait for that. Okay, so you can see these are all like super easy keywords. When you see this on this tool, like it's so easy that you don't even need backlinks to outrank. And I've done it before. I've established a few. I'm currently ranking #1 for 3 different terms in under 3.5 months. So it does what it says on the tin in that sense. Now, if I was to look at this, you can see none of them have used this actual keyword in their title, description, or URL. They're ranking for it because they've targeted a similar term, and Google kind of feels that they're also, the best answer for this currently, but there's no actual proof to say that. So what you can do is open these up and check them, but I'm not going to do that right now. Now, the interesting part about this is it gives you a real true view of how much traffic you can get from the keyword. So this person's #1 for this website, and they're getting about 320 visits. So you can see, although this only says 40 searches per month, you can expect about 320. They're ranking for multiple keywords, but you're going to rank for those keywords if you're ranking for this, because those are all similar terms. And when you're outranking these sites, if you see ones like this, look at how low the domain authority is, 14 and 12. These are new sites, and this is lovely. This is all nice and green. Let me show you when you find a really hard keyword. I'll show you something. Let's go for something of high traffic. So something like that, you'll see a lot of red. Can you see that? So all that domain authority is really hard. So when you find something like this, it's a load of green. It's really easy. And when you see these kind of sites like this, you can go check out their other keywords as well. So this is a strategy that I use for keyword research as well. I'll go and check out what else they got. So I'll go and check that out and see what they're ranking for. So yeah, I've got all this information here. I've got the best de-shedding for German Shepherds, and XYZ, best grooming brush for retrievers. And it also gives you a true view again. So although this says 30, they're only receiving at position 1 9 visits a month on average. Position 1, they're getting 6 here, so on and so forth. You can also sort by traffic, see what's bringing them in the most traffic. So we were sorting by position just there. Let's sort by traffic. We see what's bringing them in the most traffic. So you can see this is out of 1,000 entries, So this keyword here, shampoo for pit bulls. So then you can also see the post that they're doing it for. And this is an affiliate site. Look at that. Amazon. I'm going to be doing a video in future on a review on some of these affiliate websites, and how to find them and how to really know when you can target a keyword. So this isn't a keyword research video. This is just purely, just to show you how I go about on a day-to-day basis of writing my content. So all I'm going to do now is fill in the rest of those blanks. And if I do get stuck, what I do is if I get stuck with something like that, I'll just go and search it on Google. Now you might think, oh, if the answer's already out there, how are you doing a good job? Now, what it is you're basically putting together this, that, all in an answer for this query. So what it is, when someone comes in for this, they will be asking, you want to think of the questions they'll have. So what are the other things that they'll have on their mind when they're going to buy a brush for a golden retriever that's shedding? They might think, do I need a comb? Why do I have to use a brush over a comb? Do I need both? How do I know a good one from a bad one? What do I look out for? How much do these things cost? All of these different questions are going to be running through someone's head, which is why they're typing this in. So you really want to answer all of those queries. And this is what allows you to really break up your article into different sections. So you want to basically, when you got this one query, you want to break it up into 10, 15 questions of what someone would have if they're buying this item, or if they're searching for this. What other things are they going to be asking? And that's what gives me all of these ideas. Now, if you do get stuck, just simply go over to one of those sites that you saw ranking for the keyword, and then you'll just open, just say for example, a site like this. I would just open it and check and see what else they're actually covering to give me some inspiration. And that's it. Look, people are going to want to know, do you need to look out for bendable pins, or do they need to be straight? Smooth tips, the handle needs to be comfortable and durable, and all these different things. Does it need to be big or small? It depends what dog, and all of this, So these are the questions that people are going to be asking, and you really want to answer them as best as you can, and each of these could get you a featured snippet position as well. So that's all it is for today. Hopefully, the quality is a lot better. Apologize for the last video, and this was just to go over and give you a better example today. All right, so if you have any questions, just simply leave them below the video, and as always, if you are new, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and peace. Speak soon.